Last week, a story involving sorority girls taking selfies went viral. Now, these girls from Alpha Chi Omega were at an Arizona Diamondbacks game, and they were caught on tape taking pictures of themselves, and they got ridiculed for it. Take a look.
You have to make faces when you take selfies?
Wait, one more now.
Oh, there you go.
Better angle. Oh, check it. Did that come out okay?
That's the best one of the 300 pictures I've taken of myself today.
Every girl in the picture is locked into her phone.
Oh, Lord.
Every single one is dialed in. Welcome to parenting in 2015. They're all just completely transfixed by the technology.
So if you look at that video by itself, it does look pretty bad. But also keep in mind that when you go to a baseball game, they encourage you to take pictures of yourself, to take selfies and post it on social media. So it's like free publicity for the team, right? And so I don't know if that's what they were doing. But regardless, I really didn't like the announcers ridiculing them like that. That's not cool.
Now, also keep in mind that when you're at a baseball game, you're at a baseball
I
game.
knew you were going to go there. Baseball's great, okay? We're not going to get into ridiculing baseball.
No, like that amount of time that they were taking selfies, the guy was probably just feeling himself in the batter's box anyway, right? Like they're adjusting his crotch and, doing a lot of this. So, I mean, what happens at a baseball game? Man, nothing happens at a baseball game. So I would have been taking selfies too, and I don't take selfies.
By the way, interesting little tidbit, little fact for you. The MLB just recently passed a regulation banning chewing tobacco on the fields. Boom, no more chewing tobacco.
Okay, wow. Okay, improvement number 1 of 187 improvements.
You're the worst.
Okay, anyway, in the time that we have been discussing this, there was a baseball game and nothing happened at it.
Okay.
Okay, so now on to the selfies. The broadcasters were obnoxious, but kind of funny.
They were funny, but I mean, come on. Like, these are people who are at a Diamondbacks game. They're enjoying themselves. Like, if anything, this would deter people from going to games, right? Or at least...
Because you're going to get mocked. You're
going to get mocked, and also, like, they're having fun. Who cares? It's not like they're in class doing this, okay?
Yeah.
They're doing their thing. Don't put them... I mean, look, think about the media frenzy that followed. Like, people started ridiculing them on social media. They were made fun of. But the great thing about these girls is they use this negative situation for good. And we'll get to that in a second, but I feel like Cenk is, like, dying to say more.
Yeah, I've got more on selfies. I pardon you. You're allowed to take all the selfies you want. Baseball used to be the national pastime. Now selfies are the national pastime. So have at it, Hoss. And the people who criticize you for taking selfies, I'd lay good money that they also took selfies.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Everybody takes selfies. So let's get beyond it. Okay. Though I can't believe they're taking selfies. And saying, well, do you really want to discourage them from taking shots of them fake filleting hot dogs and churros?
Okay, anyway, moving on. So what did they do in order to turn this bad situation into a good situation? Well, the sorority sisters were offered free tickets to Thursday night's game, but declined, instead asking the Diamondbacks and Fox Sports to provide tickets to a future game for families at A New Leaf, a local nonprofit that helps support victims of domestic violence. So they posted about this on Facebook, and some of you might think, like, really? That's what you're going to do for the charity? You're just going to give them some freaking baseball tickets? But they also encourage people to donate money to this organization that they do philanthropic work for. They said if everyone who viewed this statement took the time to make a donation in recognition of domestic violence awareness, which Alpha Chi Omega's national that would be so grateful. Philanthropy.
Give it up. I can't do it either.
It's a hard word to say.
It is. Agreed. Okay.
Philanthropy.
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 Yes, I got it.
Philanthropy.
Okay.
Philanthropy.
Okay, and we're making fun of the girls. Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, so the fraternities and the sororities, that's what they do. They massive partying and drinking, but they'll all have one charity that they work on, which is great. I'm glad. It's much better than not having a charity to
I
work
like
on.
charities.
I like charities. So I like the way these girls were smart and flipped it around. They're like, we're trying to do a good thing here for this charity. If you guys want to still talk about selfies, that's your problem, not our problem, okay? So it was well played. Nice job, right? Meanwhile, I'm sure that they were embarrassed, but also enormously grateful in the end. You know why? Because it got them the attention they wanted in the first place. They were taking the selfies for attention because they were going to send it to their friends and put it up on Instagram. They just got that attention on a nationwide scale. They're probably thinking, win. In fact, that's the biggest win anybody's had at a baseball game in a long time. See, now, a lot of you probably agree with me, but the crew is very pro-baseball.
Yeah, baseball's
so, like,
great.
Jesus is thinking of shutting my mic at any moment. I heard that Dodger guy got a couple of no-hitters in a single season.
Yeah, Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw. I know some baseball now.
And they have two great pitchers, the Dodgers. Look at me. I'm on top of it all of a sudden. You know what? I was at a baseball game, and I thought,